Okay, Ro, when you go back to Washington, you're talking to your colleagues based on your group and your personal experiences. Here are the 2 to 3 things I want you to have as part of the conversation with folks of what can be done.
Congressman Khanna convened a group of senior officials from the private sector as well as from other sectors, both nonprofit, academia, and the public sector, to really come together and discuss ways in which we could tackle gender inequity.
Equity and diversity and inclusion is good for business, it's good for our economy, and it is aligned with our values as Americans.
Gender equity brings more people to the table, brings more ideas to the table.
It's about intersectional recommendations and inclusivity as well as belonging to ensure that we have productive workspaces.
I think a lot of what we ended up coming to was money, right? Like, where's the funding? When we're talking about policy, a lot of it's going to be about how do we get that money into the K-12 education system for the right programs.
I think it's important to also take the narrative that we're not stuck in the Me Too movement, that we as an industry, especially in tech, that we are starting a movement called Moving Forward.
I think all of us are here today because we understand that it is a really important time in the world, particularly for women, around gender equity and gender parity.
Today's discussions did cover quite a bit of ground, and I think they addressed a certain number of issues that really do need to be addressed.
It's not just about the laws, but it's also carrying those out.
People have been left behind, and right here, and we talk about middle America being left behind, but at the 49ers we have the opportunity to go meet with a Cisco, and then we go volunteer in East San Jose school, and it's like, are we even in the same universe here?
I think we can all do a better job of creating allies and sponsors and ensuring that men are allies for this important discussion.
These are things that are important to members of communities beyond just women in tech.
When you talk about issues around harassment, when you talk about issues around gender equality, when you talk about issues of making sure women can be heard, the lid has been torn off. The Pandora's box is open. You can't close that box again.